Hey guys, Anime Guruji here, back with a new video. Today let us talk about some anime you can watch with your loved ones, feeling both laughter and sadness at the same time. So, let us start the video on the top 10 anime to watch with your loved ones. At number 10 there is The World is Still Beautiful. In the Sun Kingdom, sunshine is part of its citizens' everyday lives, and rain is something that they have never even heard of. However, in a faraway land, the weather is reversed, and everybody has the power to create rain with their voices. Livius has conquered the entire world and expanded the Sun Kingdom's influence in the 3 short years since he was crowned king. Upon learning about the powers to create rain, Livius decides to marry Nike, one of the princesses of the Rain Dukedom. However, those outside the Sun Kingdom have spread a rumor that Livius is a cruel, ruthless, tyrannical ruler, but when the princess finally meets her fiancé, Age discovers that he is an entirely different person from what she originally expected. At number 9 there is Clannad. It should be able to rank higher, but its animation is bit old. One day while walking to school, Tomoya passes a young girl muttering quietly to herself. Without warning she exclaims "Anpan," a Japanese food, which catches his attention. He soon discovers the girl's name is Nagisa and that she exclaims things she likes in order to motivate herself. Nagisa claims they are now friends, but Tomoya walks away passing the encounter off as nothing. However, he finds he is noticing her more and more around school. Eventually he concedes and befriends her. As he spends more time with the girls, he learns more about them and their problems. As he attempts to help each girl overcome her respective obstacle, he begins to realize life isn't as dull as he once thought. Number 8 is taken by Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Jinta is peacefully living as a recluse, spending his days away from school and playing video games at home instead. One hot summer day, his childhood friend, Meiko, appears and pesters him to grant a forgotten wish. He pays her no mind, which annoys her, but he doesn't really care. After all, she already died years ago. At first, he thinks that he is merely hallucinating due to the summer heat, but he is later on convinced that what he sees truly is the ghost of Menma. Jinta and his group of childhood friends grew apart after her untimely death, but they are drawn together once more as they try to lay Menma's spirit to rest. Reliving their pain and guilt, will they be able to find the strength to help not only Menma move on, but themselves as well? Well, the anime is pretty emotional and also quite a comedy one. At number 7 there is The Day I Became a God. Dressed in a conspicuous outfit and armed with an eccentric spirit, Hina goes around insisting that she is the Asgardian god Odin. When she crosses paths with a boy named Yuta, she uses her precognition abilities to warn him about an impending catastrophe threatening the end of the world. But being a teenager preoccupied with his problems, Yuta finds her claim hard to believe. Somehow forced to tag along with her, he witnesses the effectiveness of her skills with his own eyes and realizes that she truly is capable of divination. Nevertheless, despite her persistence in being a god, Hina is still a child who desires to see and experience the wonders life has to offer. With the world ending in 30 days, they both and their friends venture forward to create lasting memories they will cherish forever. Towards the end the anime seriously get very emotional. I hope you do not cry. In Number 6 is Beyond the Boundary. Mirai is the sole survivor of a clan of spirit world warriors with the power to employ their blood as weapons. One day, while deep in thought on the school roof, Mirai comes across Akihito, a rare half-breed in human form. In a panicked state, she plunges her blood saber into him only to realize that he's an immortal being. From then on, the two form an impromptu friendship that revolves around Mirai constantly trying to kill Akihito, in an effort to boost her own wavering confidence as a spirit world warrior. Eventually, Akihito also manages to convince her to join the literary club, which houses two other powerful spirit world warriors. As the group's bond strengthens, however, so does the tenacity of the dangers around them. Their misadventures will soon turn into a fight for survival as the inevitable release of the most powerful creature, Beyond the Boundary, approaches. It does have a lot action, comedy, and emotional scene. So you will definitely like it. Up next at number 5 is Over the Moon for You. NASA is determined to leave his name in the history books. However, fate is a fickle mistress. On his way home one snowy evening, NASA's eyes fall upon a peerless beauty across the street. Bewitched, NASA tries to approach her, only to get blindsided by an oncoming truck. Thankfully, his life is spared due to the girl's swift action. Bleeding by the side of an ambulance, he watches as the girl walks away under the moonlight. Refusing to let this chance meeting end, he forces his crippled body to chase after her and asks her out. Surprised by his foolhardiness and pure resolve, the girl accepts his confession under a single condition: they can only be together if he marries her. The rest story is very good. They marry in an instant, live together and live their lives. It's a great anime. The two couples even got the best couple in anime reward. At number 4 is Love is War. At a renowned academy, Miyuki and Kaguya are the student body's top representatives. Ranked the top student in the nation and respected by peers and mentors alike, Miyuki serves as the student council president. Alongside him, the vice president Kaguya, eldest daughter of a wealthy family, excels in every field imaginable. They regard it as the perfect couple. However, despite both having already developed feelings for the other, neither are willing to admit them. The first to confess loses, will be looked down upon. With their honor and pride at stake, Miyuki and Kaguya are both equally determined to be the one to emerge victorious on the battlefield of love. The anime is seriously very funny, a great anime to watch with your loved one.
何してるんですか、かぐや様。だって見つからないんだもん。何を探してるんですか。花火。も聞きたい？はい。あ！
Number 3 is taken by Bunny Girl Senpai. Puberty syndrome, a rare and inexplicable disease that only affects teenagers, and its symptoms are so supernatural that hardly anyone recognizes it as a legitimate occurrence. Mai is a third-year high school student who gained fame in her youth as a child actress. With an air of unapproachability, she is well known throughout the school, but none dare interact with her, that is until Sakuta sees her wandering the library in a bunny girl costume. Despite the getup, no one seems to notice her, and after confronting her, he realizes that she is another victim of puberty syndrome. As he tries to help Mai through her predicament, he falls in love with her, and contacts with more people affiliated with the disease. I would highly recommend you watch its movie after you are finished watching the series.
じゃあ新しい恋を探すしかないな。今までありがとうございました。
At number 2 there is Your Lie in April. Music accompanies the path of the human metronome, the prodigious pianist Arima. But after the passing of his mother, Sake, the young boy falls into a downward spiral, rendering him unable to hear the sound of his own piano. 2 years later, Arima still avoids the piano, leaving behind his admirers and rivals, and lives a colorless life alongside his friends. However, everything changes when he meets a beautiful violinist, Kaori, who stirs up his world and sets him on a journey to face music again. As he recovers from his trauma, and learns that music is more than playing each note perfectly, and a single melody can bring in the fresh spring air of April, he faces the biggest lie that he had ever heard, but also the most beautiful lie that changed his life forever. The anime is very great, emotional and perfect for couples who watch anime. The last but nor the least, there is 8th grade syndrome. Everybody has had that stage in their life where they have thought themselves to be special, different from the masses of ordinary humans, capable of wielding mystical powers. This disease is known as the 8th grade syndrome. For Yuta, the scars of it are still fresh. He is so embarrassed that he decides to attend a high school far away where nobody will recognize him. Unfortunately, while he hasn't yet escaped his past, he enters Rika's, her new classmate, delusions. As this eccentric young girl crashes into Yuta's life, his dream of an ordinary life quickly crumbles away. In this hilarious and heartwarming story of a boy who just wants to leave his embarrassing memories behind, spends his life with the delusional girl, eventually falling in love with her. The anime has both the emotional and the comedy part. You will definitely like it. That's all for the video. Hope you like it. If you do, please check out our other videos. It will really help us a lot. And if you are new, a sub would be appreciated.
You say you wanna cry, but you never